Welcome back to the InherAlchemist TV. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a reading between Melody Shiiiii and Marcel Scott. Now, listen, I know these two are not a couple, but I saw some type of interaction or something that they had in my timeline. I didn't even read the title. I just seen like Melody reads Marcel or drops a receipt or something like that. And I said, oh, let me look into that real quick, because I think that's very interesting that they would have any type of strife or conflict, considering that they're not a couple. But listen, I am just really kind of shocked. I don't even really know how to start this reading because, listen, okay, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1K. Let's get there as soon as possible, and turn your notification bells on. Now, I'm going to just tell you from the top row, which is Marcel, I have the King of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Lover's card, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. This person is in love. Oh my God. I've seen people write that in my comment section, and I just wrote it off, because people can be kind of, speculative or facetious, but I am completely blown back by these cards. This man is in love with this woman. Melody got the Judgment card, the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Tower, and the Seven of Pentacles. So we have double sevens in this row. Now, oh my God, I still can't even take this because I really did not expect this. I expected to see a bunch of strife, but opening up the reading, the overall energy for the reading was the Two of Swords. And in this deck that I'm looking at, the Two of Swords represents a duel. You know what I mean? So it's like a fight between people. And it's funny because when I was doing the spread between Letitia versus Melody, I also showed that she was challenging Melody to a duel. So I'm wondering how much of a topic Melody is in their household discussions in ways that we're not necessarily thinking about. You know what I mean? Like not about the show, but just about his infatuation. It has to be infatuation, I'm thinking, but this is love. These are the cards that I want to see from my man, period. When I pull spreads, even though, you know what, to be honest with you, as a reader, for some reason, I'm blind to my own readings. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a trade-off or if that's just something that my spirits or that I work with veil from me, but they won't let me read I read myself like for growth and development, but like relationships, friendships, I can never read it. But if I were to read it and I would want this, I would want this. Now we're gonna get into this. So like I said, it's starting out with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords in this deck is about a duel. It's about confrontation. It's about something that you have to work for, right? Now, Melody is coming in as the Queen of Wands in her spread. So it shows me kind of like the features of her that he's attracted to. But before we even go there, I just want to say that he likes having to fight for her to give him harmony or to work with him or to give him peace. You know what I mean? Like, he wants her to look at him and recognize his support of her or his love or his friendship. With this Two of Cups and this Lover's card, I'm looking at love and friendship. And I think that he wants her to see him as a friend, but at the same time with this Lover's card, they're coming out as complete opposites. And I think that's why he's so attracted to her. Now, in other spreads, he has come out as the King of Swords. I remember like in his wife spread, which he had more of like this intellectual energy where he was getting stuck in his head. In this situation with this King of Cups, he's stuck in his emotions, but it's a joyous place for him. It's a place for eroticism with this Ace of Wands here. He's having sexual fantasies about Melody for sure. Now, I would have pulled a sexual card, but I'm going to keep it real with y'all. All of this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only. This is a tarot reading. This is not the gospel. Now, when I pulled him and Letitia's sexual in the bed sheet spread, he showed up with some real debauched energy. And I saw something about some force. Could be in the college days. It could be that him and Letitia's first encounter happened with force, and then they decided to become a couple or get married to take the edge off of that. You know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't something that she was submitting to, but it's something that he felt entitled to. He has a sense of entitlement. So from that perspective, when I think of him, I automatically have a predator in my mind. Maybe not like a predator like you would think of like Chris Hansen or something extra deep, but I'm thinking of someone that prays, you know, that premeditates, that puts things together. Now with this Ace of Wands coming in next to his King of Cups, I'm getting him as feeling emotionally connected to some type of sexual ideal or fantasy or desire towards Melody. But at the same time, I'm showing that all he wants to do is give to her. He wants to serve her. He wants to console her. I don't know if they developed some type of friendship in the past where maybe they were good friends. This is showing like a genuine kind of compatibility on a spiritual level. You know what I mean? But I think that their friendship in the past has kind of tested each of their morals in terms of how close they could get. But it's almost like they have a natural, I don't want to say chemistry, because she doesn't have necessarily any chemistry towards him. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't know what she's going through, but her role is not into this shit right here. I'm going to tell you that. But again, they are opposites in general. So it would be obvious in that, from that perspective, that her role would be different. Now, Two of Cups, I can't automatically call that a relationship. Neither is the Lovers card. The Lovers can also, it's a marriage card, but it also represents a test, a moral dilemma, a choice. Like I've mentioned in the past, the Lovers card is also vice over virtue. You know, you have some niggas who will be like, I don't give a fuck what the circumstances are. If I want her, I want her. I'ma have her. That's an integrity issue about self-control and so forth. But his emotions are so overwhelming. His sexual desire is so overwhelming that I think that if he was given the opportunity, he would definitely take it. He spent a lot of his vitality and his energy towards his mind frame about loving her. He has an abundance of love for her. Now, listen, this could either be in his mind. The Ace of Wands to me sometimes represents spiritual love for some reason, especially with this Lovers card. So it could just be in his mind. In his mind, he's probably spiritually married to her. In his mind. I remember talking in the past about how a lot of shit goes on in his mind. But this is really throwing me for a loop. The passion, the love, he's like thinking of them as the ideal couple. This is weird. This is weird. I feel like he wants to create something with her. He wants to generate something with her. But really with this Ace of Wands, I'm seeing him as being inspired. And her attitude, her responses, the way she treats him, or just even her emotion, give him like an energy source. Whatever the situation is or may be, it seems like he gets some type of kick out of it. You know what I mean? Now, Melody came in with the Judgment card. The Judgment is sometimes like about a renewal, right? It's about a renewal of energy, a purification of her soul, but it's also about perception. And it's also about, in this card, it's about like doing things that are socially acceptable. And I feel like Marcel did something to her that was socially unacceptable that she didn't give her consent to. But I've seen in Marcel's past spreads where he was kind of like a habitual line stepper. So I don't know if he line stepped in this situation. Like I said, in his core of his character, he has a predatory nature about him. And I think most line steppers do. You know what I mean? So I don't really know like what that's about, but I feel like there was something where she feels like she didn't give him social approval or approval to present something or do something or cross some type of line in their social setting. You know what I mean? And I think she has this perception of these feelings that he has for her. I think this is something that she has thought about at least once. Not as far as her feelings towards him, but I think that she's kind of looked in her mind like, does this nigga, like, is this nigga, like, you know, I think she's thought about it. Because it's blatantly obvious. It's not even something that's trying to be hidden or cloaked. It's the way he treats her. He has an emotional addiction, affection, affinity towards her. He does. He does. He thinks about positive experiences that he's had interacting with her or relating to her, maybe. But again, I think this is deriving off of energy, because in this spread, I don't know how their chemistry is in real life on the camera, but in this spread, they're coming in as opposites. So they don't have no personality chemistry like that other than the attraction of being opposites. So it's like, what are you attaching to? His imagination. But I talked about that in the past when I was talking about him being an intellectual narcissist and how they don't want the physical. They just want to put you in their mind. And in their mind, they're having an entire affair and relationship with you. You know what I mean? Daydreaming about you. Yearning for you. You know what I mean? But I feel like Melody has a heightened perception about men who are interested in her. And I think that she knows. I think that she knows that he has a thing for her. Now, with this Queen of Wands, a Queen of Wands is going to be a real friend about it. But if she was in her opposite energy, I could see her throwing that in somebody's face. But I'm not showing that in this spread. In this spread, I'm showing her having some type of dignity or even elegance about the fact about her perceptions, about what she sees, about what she knows. Now, if she's just having this because, like I said, of her compassion or just her understanding of how men are, it may be something that she's mum about at the moment. Not something that she's really sweating, but this man is really daydreaming about her a lot. It's all in his head, though. This is all in his head. He got some type of fixation on her in his head. With this Tower and this Ace of Wands, I'm telling you, the man is masturbating. I'm telling you he is, to thoughts of her. But again, I don't even think it's the real her of how she's appearing in real life. I think he's captured an image of her, but this was sometime during a friendship between them. So I don't know if they was like cool back in the day, or during her like relationship, or I don't know when, like before all this drama happened, if they had some type of camaraderie with each other. But he cares about her. He cares about her well-being. He cares about her happiness. Oh my God. The king and oh my God, the Queen of Cups. He thinks that she is his other half. What is this about though? He likes her feminine nature. He likes the way she takes care of herself. I don't know why he's showing like he cares about her a lot, you guys. And this is kind of like tripping me out a little bit because this is looking like a relationship reading. I have the Tower here, but it is in Melody's row. I feel like her opinion of him is going to change in a way, or it has changed in a way that was kind of like drastic. Because I have the Tower and the Knight of Swords, but I also have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups shows me that at one point she did care about him, or she did get along with him, or she did consider him maybe like a friend, or maybe the more palatable of the ones. But with this Tower card, something happened where her perception of him like drastically just changed. And she went from the Queen of Cups, which is having compassion or caring about somebody, or even having a softer attitude towards that person for whatever reason. It went directly into the Knight of Swords, which is kind of like a salty ass, energy where, oh my God, I hope she, listen, oh my God, I do not want to say this, but it almost to me with this Queen of Wands, and I know y'all is gonna cut me up in these comments, with this Queen of Wands and this Knight of Swords though, I'm getting a perception of somebody that knows somebody is interested in them, but knows they'll never deal with them, but at the same time they play into it with these verbal kind of snarky exchanges, but it is filled and fueled with sexual energy and sexual tension. And he is latching on to that energy, and he's falling in love with her, even though she doesn't necessarily have him as a target. She's doing it because she knows that he has a thing for her. And I think that's why this Judgment card is here, because Judgment can also represent karma. The karma of this situation is that what she's doing to play and to foot around and toy with him like a cat with some yarn, the karma is that this fool is falling in love with her. And from what I'm learning, it has to be karma if Marcel Scott falls in love with you. Lord have mercy. Melody is, oh my God, you guys are gonna kill me. I know y'all are in these comments, but I'm telling you that she knows that she knows, and she is like playing with the attention and playing. She's like, I don't know, y'all. She's like, I don't know. She's like being aggressive with him. Like, it's almost like giving me dominatrix, y'all. It's almost like he pulls out her dominant side because he's, I don't know, like in the past, I don't know what it is now, but in the past, he has been very kind to her. Or I don't know if this is sisterly, brotherly, but it's the King and Queen of Cups, y'all. This is like, y'all don't understand in tarot, this is like a divine relationship or pairing. That's why this shit is really blowing my mind, because, oh my God, you guys, I don't know if this is the right reading to put out, y'all. Wow. So I'm not saying they have a thing going on with each other. I'm saying it's exactly what I just described. Melody, I need to clarify this. I need to clarify a little further. I'm showing the 7 of Pentacles here. I don't know if, Pentacles energy is always about work, and for some reason I'm always pulling work out of these spreads. But I feel like, I don't know if she likes working with him, or she wants to get away from working for him, or she's exhausted by working with him. You know what I mean? Because I see it in two different ways. But at the same time, I feel like Marcel is also the butt of the joke in the work environment. And I think that makes him really emotional. Is he a water sign too? Is he a Cancer or a Scorpio? I'm getting Scorpio here and Cancer. I have Cancer and Scorpio in here. And that just came to me. Is he a Cancer or a Scorpio? There's Scorpio and Cancer here. You know what I mean? But I think that, I don't know, I'm getting like, I got the 6 of Swords here, right? But it's next to Melody's cards, right? And so it's making me wonder, for some type of reason, like, is she, I feel like, y'all, oh my God, y'all are gonna get me. Oh my God, I have to say it though. Y'all, she's curious about Marcel. Like, I don't know if he's mysterious to her or sexy to her. Oh my God, y'all are gonna tear me up. I don't know if he is like, she watches him too, y'all. Wow. Oh my God, oh my God, you guys. Oh my God, I see this so clearly. I'm struggling to say this because I have a good idea of the audience, and I know how y'all think. And y'all are not gonna accept this. Y'all are not gonna accept this reading. Y'all, she likes to play with him. I'm sorry. She likes to play with him. I don't think this is a love thing. I don't even know if she does it to get under Martell's skin. But she knows that he has a thing for her, and she plays with him as an experiment or out of curiosity. She's like playing with his little crush on her, but then at the same time with this judgment card, I'm seeing it as karma that he like is really falling in love. He has real feelings for her, and she's really curious towards him, and at one point they cared about each other. It could be as friends, because like I said, this Two of Cups is giving me friendship. It's giving me helping hand. It's not necessarily giving me like sexual attraction on her side. He definitely has it. But it is also giving me like a vibe like this is like, it's not a morally acceptable relationship, but for some reason they have kindred spirits with each other or something like that. Oh my God. Anyways, listen, I know y'all not gonna like this reading. I know y'all not gonna even want to hear it. But wow, this is like blowing my mind a little bit because I didn't expect this to come out like this. So anyways, you guys, I'm about to end this right here. Shit. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one.